like a bunch of tribes appear, a bunch of tribes apparently they still, or at least like a bunch of let's pull with the legit. Oh, the goat, the pling plong blues. Jesus Christ. Knupstones. Couldn't take that territory. More rival outposts. Quick warp. Find a fixer upper. What is all of this language here? Let's see, wait a minute. Those three? These are all three rival outposts. I can do those. I can do those in a flash. But first, I'll go back to out of date. Let's see. I could fast travel to here. So yeah, if you haven't been looking at the Discord like the past few hours, I asked if there happened to be a streaming service that was okay with NSFW content, and it turns out there are several. And the one that I am looking at is Plexstorm, which yes, I will be using. I will be using Plexstorm to stream all of my smut, including retail too, because there is a lot of apparently a lot of not safe for work content in that game. Unlike in the first one where it was just Vor. Now we have the sexy times too. Yeah, some in the conflict between the tribes. I'm about to do that. Someone with a life perspective and chi to counterbalance the seafood's energy in the end. And the time has come to end the tribe war. By yeah, what I was already deciding to do. Time has come to end the tribal war. Cool. You told me what I was already about to do. Okay. So what is Colossus? I haven't been peeing on many flags, have I? Not fast travel from here. Alright, cool. I can't fast travel when I'm on a mount either. There are so there's well, I won't say there's so many. There's there's a few games that I really a few NSFW games that I would like to play on stream. One of which is the of course Retail 2. You have a Unity game made by SCause called Diminishment. It is a deeply sexual vor game. It was like a visual novelish type war game made by the 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 boy Escaz, pretty famous vor artist. He started out as an animator, and now he's making like a full fledged vor game, still in development. Did I say Nekopara already? Maybe I should play the game while I'm talking about this. You have Monster Girl Yuki-chan. That's another kind of war game. There's some war in that, not a lot, but there is a sexy times as well. this seems closer. Okay, yeah. I'll fast travel to here. Some of my gnuts and be on my way. I know it's like it is risky. It is risky to split audiences and whatnot. Like, oh, like come over to this other platform, follow me there. But you know, it's whatever. People that wanna the people that wanna watch me play those games, they'll come. People that don't will not. And let me be clear, I'm not moving. I won't fully be moving over to Plexstorm. I'm still gonna be doing my main streaming on Twitch. I'll just be doing some of the more risque games on Plexstorm. Guess I'm going upriver. I have a pressing need to go upriver. I can level up, but I don't want to level up. I want to turn people into dinosaurs. Hey Jacob, it's going pretty well. I feel pretty good about my prospects. I looked more into the Plexstorm thing. Seems like a viable option. Which I'm not moving. I said this already, but I'll repeat myself. I'm not moving completely over to Plexstorm. I'm just gonna be doing my smut streaming, my slut streaming on that service. I'll still be playing most games here on Twitch. And I will have a definite schedule for when I will be on which platform. This is going to be organized. There are a lot of mines here. You know, mines don't really work if you can see them. The whole point of mines is that they're hidden, so that you don't know, like, oh, where's the mines? We have to wait. We have to waste time we have to spend time to figure out, like, where all the enemy mines are, because they aren't completely in view. But if they're just out like this, you can easily chart a course around them. So yeah, not very effective. Rival Tribe. Can't say I've heard of the streaming site. I haven't heard of it either until Pig had brought it up in the Daily Dot article. I'll provide links and everything. All you have to do to sign up is prove that you are of legal age. You just have to say, "Hey, I'm over 18." Typical porn site stuff. Like, "Hey, are you over 18?" Yes. Well, all right then. You can watch our stuff. Oh, I have to. This is a prayer. This is a prayer thing, not a destroy thing. So I have to look into it. I'm in the process of setting everything up. I sent them. I had to upload a photo ID to prove that I am Shoot. To prove that I am of legal age to... Why can't I spawn to select the transport? I'm in the water. There you go. To prove that I am allowed to play the games that I am playing. And that I'm not a 11-year-old girl who wants attention. Hi, Rebel Tribe. I'm gonna pee on your flag.
Let's see.
Let's see. Hi. Oh wow, they're on alert. Okay, these are my people, of course. Time to set the outpost free, inflict as little damage as possible, and make your way to the rival captain. Damage?
That suck.
Regan announcing your favor in preparation of the takeover is one thing, but collateral damage is another. Collateral damage like this. Collateral damage! Collateral damage! I'll show you collateral damage! Collateral damage! Yeah, get down! The Jagni travel weapon is unfair. So all you have to do is get a combo off, and you can just stun lock these motherfuckers. And you can do this.
That's a bomb lobber.
Okay. Alright, I have to lead it towards a destroy. Oh, I have to. Oops.
That hit the spot. Wrecked it.
Cool. Very challenging.
A barrel shoot.
A
Smack
barrel
it
shoot?
to get a barrel out of it. Then
Yeah.
hit it toward.
It's the same thing as the last time. Smack it to get a bear.
Explodey.
Yeah, okay.
Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close though.
Yeah, destroy. It's amazing that no one has come to stop us yet.
Kaboom! You're in. Keep
Like
going.
all they had was like 5 people to defend their outer gates. Not a very good defense strategy. You have enemies at the gate, and you have 5 people coming at 5 people ready to defend. Explore the outposts. Explore this occupied territory.
Here's the second line of defense.
3 people. Wow. Amazing defense, everybody. Oh, I'm being burned alive. Oh, there's one guard left. There we go. Sabotage! Will people watching have to provide photo ID too? No, if you're a viewer, you don't have to prove your identity. You just have to say that you're over 18, and you can watch. That's only the streamers that have to prove their identity. Hey! This thing is fucking annoying. Can you... Can we stop it with this thing? Cause I need to get... Or maybe I can just... No, I have to actually interact with it. There's a flamethrower right there.
It's smoldering already.
Oh, okay.
Give it a good smack.
Oh, okay. That's good. I always feel weird it says it requires so much personal identification. Well, yeah, but for the streamers, I get it, because
Give it a good smack.
they have to keep themselves protected when it comes to allowing people to stream NSFW. 'Cause I mean, look at what happened with the whole the MasterCard Pornhub debacle. Was it MasterCard or Visa? It was something one of those card companies. They just ended coverage for Pornhub because Pornhub wasn't doing. They claim, okay, there's a ladder here. They claim that Pornhub wasn't doing enough to unhitch the gate. Wire claw the gate.
Almost there.
What were they different icons, whatever. They claimed that Pornhub wasn't doing enough to curb child pornography on their platform, so they just ended.
The outpost belongs to your tribe now.
Oh, sweet. That was it. It was like almost done. You're done. Cool. Nice.
He
Thank
says
you.
you made them weaker, but they won't give up.
Okay, football
Your
helmet.
Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
Is this supposed to have like a deeper story? Because it really doesn't. It's you could tell us never. Didn't have much of a choice. Good talk. Let me pray for my sins. So yeah, like Pornhub they just can't use it can't use MasterCard anymore. Either MasterCard or Visa. I think maybe both. Maybe both they can't use. So all the porn stars and models that were using Pornhub service to get paid for their videos, they had to move to other places like OnlyFans. They lost a bunch of people to OnlyFans. Clips for sale. And Pornhub just isn't getting any of that revenue. So yeah, I totally understand why Plexstorm asked for photo identification for their streamers. That's totally fine with me. Oh, I dig through the garbage. I remember seeing a bunch of right-wing YouTubers rage over Pornhub getting screwed, saying banks should not have the power to just cut someone off like that. I don't know how to feel about it. Well, you gotta remember, banks are not government owned. They are government regulated to an extent, but banks are privately run corporations. When it comes to things like the Constitution and the amendments and the Bill of Rights and all that, that's all that's all for the government's relation to its citizens. It has nothing to do with private corporations private corporations' relations to the citizens. That's for like separate legislator to figure out. That has nothing to do with the Constitution. So corporations can do whatever they feel is appropriate to keep themselves safe. So when you see people say things like, "Oh, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever social media, they have no right to censor Donald Trump and other right wingers for saying things like it's a breach of First Amendment rights." Social media companies are not subject to following the First Amendment. It's a privately owned corporation. Now, if Twitter was run by the United States government, then we would be having a different discussion. But Twitter can censor whoever they want to. Once again, privately owned corporation, not the government. So be careful when it comes to shit like that. Ooh, this is handsome, but it is extremely weak. It is very, very weak. So, looks good, shitty protection. Isn't that the way of it? Boom buffer! Chain shot. The projectile bounces and continuously hits the next enemy within 5 meters. That's pretty sweet. Are they actually playing cards? What the fuck are these? Are these actually playing cards? Can't look at them what they are. Those are diamonds, but they're black. I don't like the way I said black there. And it's like, for some reason, right-wing people think the government should come in and enforce freedom of speech and social media. I can't help but feel that it is the opposite of what they want. Like, exactly, like right-wingers want less government, but they want the government to step in whenever they feel like their voices are being silenced, which, by the way, they fully aren't. Right wingers are not being silenced whatsoever. Like if you take Facebook for instance. Taco Twist Top. Is that a Bowman straw hat like from Ghost of Tsushima?
Says it's an honor to meet you.
You're never gonna reach that vase, buddy. Like, take Facebook for instance. Like, if you, okay, let me actually look at this, just to see. I'm not gonna show it because I'm signed into my personal account. But let's see. You look at the top Facebook pages. I can't actually show this. See, top Facebook page. Okay, no, that's not the one I want. Top Facebook groups. Okay, there was a time when the top Facebook groups was were like mostly right wing. That's very hard to say. Right wing Facebook groups, but not so much anymore. Most of it is just like lifestyle stuff. Pray until something happens. Officially fame. View from my window. Motivational quotes. Stuff like that. But a lot of the top Facebook groups are of the right wing variety, like Fox News, Ben Shapiro, people groups like that. Like they're not being silenced, especially not to the extent that they believe that they are. And also, I have to keep reiterating it. Like even if in some if Twitter was owned by the U.S. government and they were subject to following First Amendment rights, Donald Trump incited a fucking insurrection on the U.S. fucking Capitol. If anything,
That's an old home, or what's left of it.
If there's anything that would mean that someone should weps, that someone should be have their speaking privileges taken away, it should be that. Especially when you consider, especially when you take into account people's accounts of how Trump was behaving during that time. Just like being giddy and happy and like, oh man, it's going down today. I need to heal. And stuff like that, and taking like 2 hours, 3 hours to even give a public address to tell people to disperse. That is not up for debate. Donald Trump incited an insurrection of the Capitol, and it was only after that. It was only after that Twitter finally decided that, you know what, maybe Twitter, Facebook, and I think YouTube as well decided that, you know, maybe we shouldn't allow this lunatic to have a voice in our platform. He's kind of dangerous. It's okay, let's not talk anymore about politics. Politics are just mind-only disparaging. Well, that's okay. I kind of enjoy talking about it because this stuff is kind of like, It's been on my chest for a while. I don't mind talking about it at all. Oh, you bastard. Fuck me. But yeah, the TLDR version of the real point that I'm trying to make is don't 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 let don't let don't let the right wing the right wing scare you into thinking that your First Amendment rights are in jeopardy whenever they talk about censorship and Donald Trump being taken off of social media platforms. Your First Amendment rights are not being attacked in that regard. I will say that I will not say that your First Amendment rights are perfectly safe, but it's not gonna be the U.S. government that's trying to take them away. But that's the subject for another stream. I'm not gonna go into that aspect of it, because that's almost getting into conspiracy territory. But it's kind of conspiracy based in fact. So it's conspiracy with facts to back it up. Also, I forget who told me this, but even if you don't care about politics, politics cares about you. Just keep that one in the back of your mind. Oh, don't you dare kill me. I can level up and get all my health back. Hold on. Let me do that right quick. Strength.
Buffer than ever.
Buffer than ever. I think I spec'd into magic when I started this game. But doesn't really seem to matter. I do not use a lot of magic, because it's damn near useless. Oh, he's electrocuted. Almost. Fuck me. I was out of stamina. Fuck me. Ooh, okay. That was unnecessary. This fight is taking too long for a mid-level. Or just an area boss. Bullet to the head works every time, except when it doesn't. I got a sponge bubbly. Is there a thing? A thing in this? There was a car on my way here. I don't think I... Ah! Another one? Oh, there's so many area bosses around here. Oh, if I remember correctly, there's a new piece of gear that I can equip now that I'm of a higher level. Level 20? What level am I now? How do I check my level? Oh, okay. There's nothing there. I'm level 19, okay. Maybe if I defeat the Tonkodons, I'll level up. Fuck. Fuck me. I used the sponge bubbly. Thank you, Weps. Fuck me. It's fucking biohazard motherfucker over here. Oh, you. Oh, you. Ruining my combos. Not even close. Tickling toffee. Okay. No more area bosses for like 5 minutes, please. Just let me loot. Energy pack, bang gum, small health pack, okay?
Never thought I'd see a twing twang from the back in time again. It's an apparatus that jingle notes. Wonder if it still works.
Oh no, the strings are still attached. It should work.
You need to give the tensioners on the machine head a matching adjustment to get the twing twang in tune.
That is not how you tune a guitar, but alright. Cool. For the
That
purposes
sounds
of that.
delicious. You're full of pluck.
It sounded like nothing. Sounded like you twang a string. Biohazard material. Biohazard module. Close enough? I never thought I'd see a twing twang from the back in time again. Wonder if it still works. Discharging 6. Ooh, camo vest. Show off the guns. It's very weak though. There was a thing. I just seen. Oh, it was this rubber. Area completed. Alright, I guess I'm moving on. On the road again. Bandage gang jacket. Where? Oh, hello. Out of the bushes. Ouch. Did you just punch me in the gut? You could die for that. Oh. Pet and keep creature. I've kept and pet like 20 creatures. Catching them does nothing. It's time for me to go. What was the point of that exchange? The tree of light shows the state of the world. It's time for me to go. Take it easy. It means nothing. Are these myriad? Are these my myriad pals? Seems like it. Syringe. That did not look like a syringe. Maybe finally I can do this mirage thing without being interrupted by a dumbass area boss. Thank you. Finally, Jesus.
Sometimes what you'll see doesn't feel real until it brings you back to that particular moment, like stepping into a time machine.
Recall. Woo! Fuck me. You ain't shit!
It's hard to shake these memories and their accompanying feelings. Our brains play tricks on us, so it will take effort to avoid them.
So this really happened or not? What are you saying? Should I pay attention or shouldn't I?
However, there's no doubt that what you remember makes your future different.
Choose the automaton functionality you want to recall. Automatons. Health injector. Not the
You
pew
weren't
pew
supposed to know how to start the automaton pew pew pang, but clearly you figured that out way back then.
Cool. Yeah, unlock the automaton turret. If I'll ever use the automaton again. That was the mech that I used to get through the oxygen deprived area. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff here, apparently. Oh, and this apartment building? Figure. One, I guess maybe one more political thing I'm going to say is don't be fooled by thinking that just because your party, whether that be Democrat or Republican, gets into office, that things are, and by gets into office, I mean takes the presidency or the Senate or the House to get a majority or whatever. Don't think that you're going to get the things, that you're suddenly going to get the policies, the whatever it is, the legislature or whatever that you want, because politicians, they do not serve their constituents. Most of them serve their corporate donors. So they're not doing what you want. They're doing what it is that their corporate donors want them to do, for the most part. There are a handful of senators and House representatives that aren't on the corporate payroll, but they're few and far between. Because they're like Bernie Sanders isn't on the payroll, I think. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, isn't on the payroll. But most of them, like Steve Manchin and Cinema, really, we need to do something about corporate lobbying. We really do. And it's really only as far as the first world goes, it's only a problem. As far as I know, I might be wrong about this, but it seems to only be a problem in America. At least in the European Union, I think. Maybe even in Japan. Politicians aren't allowed to take um, corporate donations or big money donations. Ooh, anti-Bio has a crop top, fashionable and useful. They aren't allowed to take corporate donations. To prevent them from being swayed by that corporation's interests, which makes sense. But for some reason in this country, corporations are allowed to engage in legalized bribery, which you think would fuck with the Senate's and the House's ability to pass legislation that benefits their constituents, but lo and behold, here we are. Money needs to be taken out of politics. Cause I hate to be this guy, but back in the day, back when the country was young, we were still figuring shit out. It used to be that being in the Senate or being in the House, like being a senator or a representative, it was seen as a civic duty. It was not seen as a career. It was something that you did because it needed to be done, not because you could make a career out of it. It wasn't a glamorous position. It was hard, grueling work. And you would have to spend like weeks just traveling up to Washington to sit in on a hearing or to like be on the floor to have new legislation be passed, to figure out this constitution, these amendments, all this shit. But nowadays it seems like these politicians are just doing it for a paycheck. And it shouldn't be for a paycheck, it should be to make our country actually better. Like, yes, you should be compensated for it, but you shouldn't be making like shit tons of money for it. Like, make enough to live comfortably and take care of your family and buy a house or a car or whatever, but not to make an enormous profit out of it. And that's just my viewpoint. And what do I know? I just work for a living. All I do is play furry porn games on the internet. I mean, I'm one of the last people playing fucking BIOMUTANT. What the hell can I possibly know? Obviously, I don't know how to spend my money well from playing this shit. Oh, this is zip line over here. Shit. Maybe I have to go up through here. And you know, one more thing. It's kind of political, but it shouldn't be. Critical race theory. Critical race theory is... There are...
Not every day you see a ray lighter from the... Seems like the controls need some organizing to set the mechanism in motion.
There are... Shit. Let's see. There are...
Excellent. That's illuminating.
Is it though? That's some good quality cinema right there. Critical race theory is not about white people being evil. When critical race theory is taught, that is ugly as shit. I'm not gonna wear that. It's not being taught to just say, oh, white people are evil. They need to be punished. Give us reparations. Like, it's not about that. It shouldn't be about that. And anyone that says that, anyone that says that needs to get their head checked. It's not about making people of European descent pay for the sins of their forebears. It is about examining the systemic racism that is present in all facets of our society, in our country. It exists, okay? Racism still exists. Like I know it's like a revelation. I am so sick of this thing. Can I break this thing now? I'm sorry that I got it activated. It's... CRT gets thrown around like it's some kind of communist boogeyman that would take down Western civilization by right-wingers. That is so very true. And it's not that at all. Like I said, it's about examining the systemic racism that is present in all facets of our country. Which the racism still exists. And it's not always going to be something as overt as someone running around with a white hood burning crosses in people's lawns. That's not all racism is. The real insidious kind of racism is the type that you might not always notice. It might just be just a look, or judging someone the wrong way, or judging someone before you have a chance to meet them, or turning down someone for a job because they're of a certain disposition. Things like that. That's what critical race theory teaches. We examine the tendencies of our present and our past so that we can better ourselves for the future. That's what it is about. Because we cannot get better as a nation if we do not learn from the mistakes of our past. It just isn't going to happen. It especially isn't going to get better if we pretend that America is perfect this perfect society that always accepts people of all creeds and nations, regardless of ethnicity, color, race, gender, or nationality. Because that isn't true. That isn't true. Unfortunately, we judge people for all of those things on a constant basis, and it needs to change. And without examining our mistakes, it will never change. We will continue. How long have you been in here? Well, I've been talking about critical race theory. Yeah, wants to know what good you think you can really do in a world this messed up. I'm glad you asked, Pilgrim. I can spread the word about what critical race theory is really about, so that maybe our grandchildren or our great grandchildren don't have to deal with the same shit that we have to deal with. Usually the dresses in this game aren't very cute at all. They did not do a very good job with the dresses and skirts in this game.
Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire.
Yeah, to buzz the wire. Challenging. That really took all of my brain power.
Wired up and ready to go.
Okay. I was wearing a hat for a second. Oh, ant pants. Gray and yellow tunic, is that what you call it? And also, don't get it twisted. White people, people of European descent, they did some fucked up shit in this country. But that does not excuse people of other races, black people, Asian people, Native Americans, people of all different ethnicities. We have our own shit that we need to figure out as well. Like, just because a people is oppressed does not mean that they cannot oppress other people. We all have the sins of our forebears that we need to examine and make sure that we don't repeat the mistakes of. Strangely, the white ringers say the same thing about erasing the past and not learning from it when companies do things like take a bunch of old Dr. Seuss books out of print because they have racist stuff in them. One I know outright called it censorship and said the people doing it were Nazis. It's like, okay, let's look at that for a second, because this is one of the many stupid things that were in the news for a while. Let's see which Dr. Seuss books were canceled. Because I swear to you that I remember, like, the ones that got taken off were ones that I had personally never heard of in all my years of reading Dr. Seuss books. Okay, the 6 books that were taken off the shelves for racist and insensitive imagery were And to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. Do you remember that? I certainly don't. If I ran the zoo. Remember that one? I don't. McElligot's Pool. Nope. On Beyond Zebra? Nuh-uh. Scrambled Egg Super? Not green eggs and ham. Scrambled Egg Super? Mm-mm. And the Cat's Quizzer. Has anyone ever heard of those books? No? Then why were people so pissed off? Like, this is another thing that every side, right, left, centrist, whatever, everyone does. I do it a lot too. Read beyond the headline. Read beyond the headline to what's actually in the article. Because headlines these days, for some reason, they're designing them to just, like people are just reading the headline and not looking at what's actually in the article. So people just saw Dr. Seuss being canceled, and then people are like, oh, what the fuck? I am so angry now. Meanwhile, if you all had read, not you, Jacob, I'm not specifically calling you out, but if I need to actually play this game so they're just getting pissed off. If people had actually gone into the articles and looked at which books were actually being canceled, they would have realized that it would be books that they had never read and also had never heard of. And the only reason they were being canceled is because they had content in them that was considered racist, insensitive, or it had just like aged poorly, and that maybe we don't need that kind of shit to be in our children's books now, which is perfectly fine. You had never heard of them, you didn't know they exist, they were canceled. End of story. It doesn't matter. They were racially insensitive, or like insensitive to some minority or whatever. You had never heard of them. It didn't matter. There was no point in getting angry about it. The appropriate reaction should have been, McElligot's Pool? What the fuck was that? Next article. That's all that needed to happen. And yet the pundits or whatever made it into such a big deal for no reason whatsoever. Like, oh, look at what the left is doing. They're canceling Dr. Seuss. You can still read Green Eggs and Ham. You can still read All the Places You'll Go. You can still read Hop on Pop. Fucking One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. All those other great Dr. Seuss books are still on the shelves. It's fine, okay? You can still read Dr. Seuss to your kids. But, oh, if you had fond memories of the Cat's Quizzer, I'm sorry, that book it's not in print anymore. Maybe if you want to spend maybe $500,000 on eBay or whatever for the collector's edition of the Cat's Quizzer, you can. But if you want it on Audible or on Kindle or Nook, then I'm sorry, you won't be able to get it anymore. These are the breaks. Break it up, break down. Nah, nobody's got time to read. Just watch a YouTube video with a clickbaity title with someone screaming for 10 minutes about how evil the left is. Yeah, pretty much. That's how we get our news these days. No one fact checks anymore. They just watch the first video of people getting angry about a thing, and then that's their news for the day. Easily digestible headlines. That's all the people want. I gotta figure out how to climb up this building. 'Cause I've been so distracted screaming about this shit that I haven't actually been playing the game. It's gotta be around the edge of this. Can I jump on that? There we go. There we go. Finally. All it took is actually paying attention to the environment. Scrap. I don't want the cute dog. Cute dog hat that I'm not going to wear. I honestly, I really hope that the Republican Party gets a better candidate than Donald Trump for the 2024 election. Because their party has got to break away from Trump. They can do so much better for themselves than the fear-mongering asshole. There's more to republicanism than Donald Trump. Somehow he's managed.
Outpost. The Netra tribe first beat this into shape. Let's see.
Donald Trump somehow co-opted the entire party for himself. And now, everyone in Washington is kowtowing to him. Like he's their patron saint. Even the Democrats. I'm ready. You have such a deep voice. There's a high boom team ready to help with taking over that outpost. Seems the arc shooter is busted. I really need that kind of help. I'm not anyone dumb enough to have to take a denying arc shooter's help. The fuck is an arc shooter? Oh, that's an arc shooter. Okay. I've already deflowered this place, so. Oh, hello. You are not with my tribe. Oh, you just shot your friend. How do you feel about yourself? Hey. Oh. I guess he died somehow? Oh, no he didn't. Let me see. Oh, there you are. There are rumors that Florida Governor Ron DeSantis could be the frontrunner for 2024 if Trump doesn't run. They also saying DeSantis might very well be worse than Trump in some ways. Given how he's running Florida, I feel they may be right. We have to see. Yeah, DeSantis would not be, DeSantis. Maybe this is just my leftist tendency, because perhaps I'm just biased against the Republican president inherently, but I don't know if he would be better than Trump or not. Shit. Ouch. There's something in that pile of garbage. Wow, you're doing nothing to me. Useless. Muda, 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 muda. Oh, fuck. Ooh. How long have I been able to do that? Okay. Where did you come from? Finally, I can wear the thing.
As long as you're happy about it.
Sure. I can wear so many things. Blue and purple. All the dresses are so fucking ugly. surplus jacket. That's the surplus jacket, huh? Stat. Alphabetic, value, rarity, amount, oldest, stat. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Kind of like the surplus jacket. Elder pants. Past pants. Pants of the past. This key energy. Chi. Just you and me tonight. Why are we getting so few people in? Why are you always so concerned with the number of people in here, Jacob? Personally, it doesn't really matter to me how many people are in or not. See, I don't like the reason I do this is because I want to do this. Like I got up at 7 in the morning to get ready to go to work at 9 o'clock at night. 9 o'clock in the morning. I got off from work at 9:15 tonight. I started streaming at about 10:30. I will most likely go to bed at around like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't do this for the views or the revenue or like the number of people. Like if people wanna come in, interact, watch, yeah, of course that's what every streamer wants. But I do this because I want to do this. And that's it. It's for the sole purpose that I enjoy playing games and streaming them. That's it. That's all there is to it. I should put crafts on this. No, you don't have to worry about it depressing me or anything like that. I'm fine no matter how many people come in, whether it's 1, 5, 20, or 0. Like it really, I won't say it doesn't matter to me because of course I want people to see it, but if they don't, if it's just me talking to the wind, that's fine too. I'm still going to keep doing what I'm doing. Screaming at games and how do I craft? Oh yeah, like that. Okay. Let's see. Let me modify this. Let me add some shit on. Coil spike. What the fuck is a coil spike? What is a coil spike? Coil spike. All right. Yeah. So you don't need to worry about me, Jacob. Just keep watching if you want to. Keep talking if you want to. But you absolutely do not need to worry about the number of people here. It will be okay. In the words of Hollywood Undead, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Let's add a caper jump. I can give myself a Lucario spike in the middle of my chest. Iron cage. And this surplus jacket is gonna be tricked out. I mean, I have a lot of scrap I can add on to this. Ah, fuck. I'm gonna be going into some extreme cold because I'm going farther up north. So I'm gonna need stuff that can withstand that, which I do not have. Put some plates on the side. It's better now, right? I can mutate myself, upgrade my resistance. So there really is no reason to go into anything else. I have a lot of cold resistance though. I didn't realize how much cold resistance I had until I looked at it. Climb up and kick some ass. Also, Jacob, a word of advice. When you're in a stream with small streamers like myself, it does not help matters if you point out to the streamer how few people they have in their stream. More often than not, it will end up making them feel worse. I'm not saying that's what you did with me, but if you're like, wow, there aren't many people in here tonight. Where is everybody? The streamer will just end up feeling worse in most cases, and then things will just get very, very awkward. So be mindful of that when you're in other people's streams. It doesn't help with their mentality.
The outpost belongs to your tribe
Oh,
now.
oh, cool. All right, I only had to take the arc shooters. I didn't even get to use the arc shooters. Okay.
He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up.
Oh, I can just stab you in the heart.
Your tribe is growing stronger.
Or just like whack you a bunch of times like I've been doing with everyone else. Until you give up. Bada papa. And wait until the war's over. I'm in good company. Really, I heard you were bad company till the day I die. That's why they call me bad company till the day I die. Hey, I understand. You know, going to bed now. It's fun talking politics with you, Mia. Good night. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it, Jacob. And also, I hope maybe I was able to shed some light on some things for you, or maybe just make you more confused. Either one. Leather shorts. I have booty shorts. How do they look? I have to see this. Wow. They look horrible on someone with such fuzzy legs. This game could have used better outfit designs. That's all for now.
Piappo, nebek kul, prik wanatsenga.
Sledge pad.
Says you're the dope-aliciousest person they've ever met. Finally, someone doing some good.
According to you. Keep in mind I was basically threatened at gunpoint to come working for you guys when I just came to talk. They say the shops are open now, but there are no shops open. I think I need to go to the other side. Also, I talked for politics for a long time throughout this episode. If you're still watching, kudos to you. Which I get how some people are averse to talking about politics. I get it, I totally get it. It can be a disheartening subject to discuss, especially on a stream where you just come to watch and enjoy yourselves. Just forget about the stresses of the day. I understand that, but to me, they're too important of a thing not to talk about, or not to talk about, is what I meant. People's lives are at stake, and that is not an exaggeration. Might be taking his time dying, but Boomer Ball would end it quickly. That was going to be glow glass flash. Is that really a nuclear device? Boomer Ball. Can't let the world end like this. Yeah, maybe I'll find the Boomer Ball later. Right now I'm planning on going to this Going to this final outpost. Oh, I got too close. Burn yourself. Oh, I think he's on fire resistance. Ouch. Completely have not been using that move. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, already dead. Cool. Resource totem. Peak spot. Peak spot for eye.
That's something. Seems the keys need to be in sequence to make the ring-dinger work.
Shit. It's so backwards because you always have to. You can only move up and down of the control stick to select the rings. It's not a sound
So
telephones
the
make.
technology from yesterday's is still here today, even if its message is getting old.
Another thing. Ooh, Flora shirt. It's practically useless. Look at all these helmets. Pickaxe. Adrenaline shot. Alright, let's move on. This shit is very fast.
Bionucleus 4J. Toxanol should never have built these to start with.
I think I do have some like biohazard gear. I have decent biohazard resistance, so I'm not really all that worried.
Let's see.
Maybe I should be worried. This is not where I'm supposed to be. Alright, let's get out of here, midgets. Quickly now before we succumb to the biohazard. Wow, that's very high biohazard resistance. Probably would have been okay if I had kept going.
Check out that motor juice station. Wonder if there's any go juice left in the juice tank.
Probably not. Isn't Toxanol responsible for the go juice? Wonder if there's any go juice left in the juice tank. Like, wasn't Toxanol a gas company? Aren't they responsible for the world ending up like this? Oh, there was another mirage. Sure to get over there. There's Weps. This is a rival outpost. It's up there. To get up there, it's about. Okay. I can kind of see. I need to follow this road. I'm in combat. Oh. Not anymore. Surely. You're on a mount. Ah. Just need to follow this path. Here to there. you got? Show me. Here, wellhead. It does not. Uncle Duns, I am not interested. Let's here to follow the road. Yep, right path. It's the roads that would get me. Piss on your flag.
Let's see.
Jump through this thing. Get some cash monies. Farther that way. Over the bridge and back again. That's what they sound like. There's something over here. Oh, resource totem. What you got? Stealing your stuff. I'm a Ronin. Whoa. Tree Bob. P on that flag too.
Let's see.
That might have been a gross noise, I'm not sure. Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
There's the sovereign who runs this outpost.
Persuade.
Nam tau tau supply.
It's nothing like. Is death likable enough? You know what? I want to fight him. Death likable enough? No. Well. Should I just fight? So, I mean, I'm most likely going to persuade him if I do this. It looks like a 50% chance, but I'm Most certainly going to. I really want to fight. Wow.
It's their last line of defense. Once their guardian falls, they'll surrender.
Oh, you didn't send me. You sent your champion. Smart. Wow. Kind of turned on, not gonna lie. Shit. Netra Pajami Jura. Maximum cold resistance. You're telling me that ice attacks would not work. Shame, I only realized I had an ice attack like 5 minutes ago. Ouch. Ouch. That's kind of sexy. Do that again. Also, keep swiping when you fail. I very much enjoyed that. I'm into that. As the kids say, that is my key. Shame you never used that tongue.
The outpost belongs to your tribe now.
No, that was easy. Now all the tribes are united.
He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
You're my seafood, but you haven't taught me shit. Gaze your met therefore. I'm ready to end the conflict. To peace. It's a little late for peace, don't you think? Peace is for the winners. Their fort is right there. Oh yeah. Just glide down that way. Now it's time to end the conflict. One way or another. What's their defense? The plan is to fling you over the wall with the sling lobber. I want you to secure a hard hat first should anything go wrong. How can I secure the hat? It's one size fits all. We all the same size head. So I need to find a hard hat first. Like you have ever cared that much for my safety. You are about to fling me into the fort. And you think a hard hat will ensure my safety. that isn't the thing that I scrapped. Oh, okay. That's what these were. That was a complete waste of time. Where's the road? This way. Okay. Not stressful. I'm not interested. I am extremely uninterested. Words cannot describe how uninterested I am. I already have a hard hat. Don't. Yeah, don't make me go back and have to secure a hard hat again. Done ran all the way through here.
Denken alle te bak.
I have a hard hat.
Denken alle te bak.
Do I have to put it on? Somewhere in here. Oh my god, I got a hard hat. So did I not actually get one?
Gelijk not.
Let's see.
Alright. So it's just... It's at that... Where is it? That one right there. That tower. I definitely got a hard hat. But that running into that area boss screwed up the quest somehow. It goes down. Okay, so I have the hard hat for real. So now I would just fast travel over there there's fast travel over there. Since I peed on the thing. Right? Oh my god, I gotta... Yep. Peace in the Middle East. Okay, I have the hard hat. Time to set the rival tribe free. Is that what we're calling it? Put this little damage policy to make your way to the seafood. Is it really freedom? And save the tree. Let's go! Evil Knievel. I landed on the part of the helmet that was not covering my face. So is anyone else gonna show up, or is it just me and my grasshopper? They're doing no damage to me. Once again, I say the Jagni weapon is overpowered. Fire starter. Oh, we're doing this thing again, huh?
That's a fire starter. The dry grass looks like it would ignite easily. You just need to create a spark.
Do as
to
little
light
damage
fire.
as possible. Set the outpost on fire.
It burns brighter than the light.
It doesn't, but okay. The light comes from the sun, so no. Dead. I am the Ronin. I am the Iron Man. Wow, Everything looked like it was made for very small children. That was because it was at one point. None of this shit is really cute. Everything is just like, okay. As far as the cuteness goes, anyway. Samurio vest.
The battering bonker looks like a great way to get through the gate.
Anyone remember Redwall? That was a good series. I was very sad when I learned that Brian Jakes had died. That was one of my favorite book series as a teenager. How did they roll this thing in here up the whatever?
Bet you just need to knock and it'll open up.
Good joke.
That's bonkers.
Shut up! Peanut gallery is neither needed nor required.
Values liberty and is striving to protect freedom. They want to continue with each tribe being responsible for their own and believe that uniting the tribes is the only way you can survive.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Hoping it wouldn't end this way. There's no reason to fight instead of uniting. They'll be fighting over nothing. If I did this, I would just... Would I have to redo everything under the Netra tribe? I don't want to do that. Nothing was changed for the better. Current fiber. Okay, small fry has to go. Don't worry, I got this one guy. Focus on the seafood. What did I miss? Ouch. This is a very cool weapon. I would like to have it. Jesus. Also seems stupidly overpowered. Break out of the electrocution that fast. Destiny of the tribe, their tribe is in your hands. Choose their fate, but not free from the consequences of your choice. Let them join us.
Ostenina. Platz.
Go to bed.
Side by side they'll stand until order and stability is reinstituted.
Platz.
Yeah, you can kill each other later.
Vale, bueno, papa.
All three of them believe each other strong enough to unite them. Slightly in the tunnel. All three of them, you mean including ours? That's a strange way to address it. Team participant in the contract with the remaining tribes. There's none left. So I could have just joined the Netra and ended this. I'm happy to end this or and save your energy for something meaningful. But there's no other tribes left. It's only us. Oh, never mind. There were 3 other tribes besides this. Oh, cool. So, wow. Alright. There's 3 other mystery tribes that just never came up until now. Damn. Oh my goodness. I'm the Sifu now. How meaningful. I'm the dragon now. Claim the tribal weapon. Can I get everyone else's tribal weapon though?
It's the Netra claw chain.
The Netra claw chain. Yeah, I'm level 21 now. I want to check out what this claw chain can do.
You have the grace.
I have the speed. The eye of the tiger. Oh, I just have all of this now. Shoot with the currently equipped weapon. Fly, catch, or lock. It's all shooting. Let's see how this works. Is there any monk food that I don't have? See, wait, what do I need? Twin silver grip. Okay. Automatic rivals. Unlock one crew to dual wheel. I did. already wielding the... Okay, so it's like a... How do I... Wait a minute. I need to look at this, XR2. Okay, so it's like that. Alright, then I understand. Alright, cool. I want to clear open space. Okay, so with that, with the uniting of the tribes, I'm going to end things here for today. Perhaps by next stream, we will be on our way to defeating the, I believe, the final World Eater, because there's only 4, and then doing whatever after that. I'm not sure. I'm definitely not giving Sufu over here one of the seats. Him and his tribal nonsense will not be joining us on our arc off this planet if things go to shit. So yeah, that's already written in stone. But yes, thank you everyone so much for joining me tonight, and thank you for putting up with my politics talk throughout the whole night. I really felt like I just needed to get all that stuff off my chest, and I do feel better for having shared that with you all, and so thank you for indulging me. As I was saying at the start of the stream, I'm going to start streaming on Plexstorm. I haven't gotten things finalized yet, but it seems to be the best place to stream my NSFW content, stuff like retail and diminishment, Nekopara, Monster Girl Yuki-chan, the uncensored version, all that stuff. So I'll still be streaming mostly on Twitch, but the NSFW stuff will be on Plexstorm. So Sunday you will be catching me here on Twitch, but I believe on Monday and probably Tuesday as well, I'm going to be on Plexstorm. But come back on Sunday, and I will have all of the information on where exactly to join me and the times and all that for you on Sunday here. But what I will be shooting on Sunday, of course, I do not know. But I will let you know when I do. Probably the minute before the stream begins on Sunday. But yes, thank you everyone for joining me thus far, and for all the support that you've given me. I very much appreciate it. Please follow if you haven't already so you don't miss out on all this awesome content. And until next time, John Mata.